It is given that f of x is 3e to the negative 4x plus 5, and we want to state the range of f. Well, think about exponential functions. They're either going to do this, or they're going to do this. The one that we have is going to be of this type because the index is negative here. And it doesn't really matter which one of the two it is. The point is that you're going to get an asymptote, which is the x-axis. The 3 makes no difference to that. It would still asymptote to the x-axis, but the plus 5 here is going to move the curve up 5 units so that now we have an asymptote as the line y equals 5. So the range is just going to be y is a real, y is greater than 5. Now we want to find the inverse function and state the domain. So we do the usual trick for this. Let y be equal to 3e to the negative 4x plus 5 and interchange x and y. So x equals 3e to the negative 4y plus 5. And then we want to rearrange to make y the subject of this. So 3e to the negative 4y would be equal to x take away 5. E to the negative 4y would be x minus 5 over 3. Now if we take the natural log of each side, ln e to the negative 4y is ln x minus 5 over 3. The natural log and the exponential function are inverse functions, so the left just becomes negative 4y is ln x minus 5 over 3, and divide both sides by negative 4, so we get negative a quarter ln x minus 5 over 3. So I can say that the inverse function is negative a quarter ln x minus 5 over 3, and the domain here would be x is a real, x is greater than 5, because of course we know that the domain of the inverse is the same as the range of the original function. Okay, so moving on. We're given that g of x is x squared plus 5 and h of x is ln x, and we're told that x is greater than 0, so solve h of g of x is equal to 2. So h of g of x, remember x comes in from this side, so it goes through g first and then h. So if we start with x here and we put it through g, out pops x squared plus 5, and then it goes into the function h, which takes the natural log of whatever goes in, so we end up with ln of x squared plus 5 out the other end. So we want h of g of x equals 2, so we've got ln x squared plus 5 equals 2. Take the exponential function of both sides and we get x squared plus 5 is e squared. So x squared is going to be e squared take away 5. And we're told that x is greater than 0, so x is just going to be the square root of e squared take away 5. And that's an exact answer, but maybe we need a calculator answer. So let's just calculate it. And what have we got? Square root of e squared take away 5, and that gives me 1.55, correct to 3 significant figures.